Okay, most beginners fail because of this one mistake, and it's costing them time and money. In this video, we'll share what that mistake is and how to fix it. I'm Mike Bellafiore, and we're one of the top proprietary trading firms located in New York City since 2005, and now Miami as well, and proud to have developed numerous 7 and even 8-figure per year traders. Watch, take notes, and learn from our prop desk so you can grow your trading account. All right, so what's the number one trading mistake? Is it over trading? Is it not enough capital? Is it risk management? Is it poor entries and exits? Is it a lack of 6 monitors for your trading stations? Is it the wrong mindset? Well, all of these can be important, but none of them are the number one mistake. So I sent out this tweet. What's the number one mistake beginner traders make? Let's see what our trading community said, and then I'm going to react to their tweets. Please stay tuned to the end where I will reveal the number one trading mistake and then, more importantly, offer concrete steps to fix it. All right, here's one response. The number one mistake traders make, not managing risk. Is managing risk the number one mistake? No. For those of you surprised, let me explain. If you manage risk well with an unprofitable strategy, what will the results be? You're going to continue to be losing money. You're going to lose money consistently. I'm not recommending that you don't have good risk management. All of our traders have very strict risk management rules, but there are elite traders with awful risk management or none at all. They have so much edge, and again, I'm not recommending this for you at home, but there are traders that have so much edge that they can overcome their poor risk management. So Tom shared not learning what style fits their personality, time frame, or lifestyle. They just jump into the first thing that lures them in. Is the right style the number one mistake? No. Let's say you're fast thinking and decide to scalp, and then you deploy scalping strategies that used to work but don't in this market. What's going to happen? You're going to consistently lose money and fail. You might be trading the right style for you, but you're going to be losing money consistently. So that's not it. This is vital to reaching your potential, but it's not the number one trading mistake. Coach Yon suggested wanting to go way too fast, thinking trading's a sprint when it's truly a slow pace marathon. I love this idea. We preach it here at SMB. We give traders a long runway to be successful. We hire traders who want to be great. We were recently in Miami for a Traders for a Cause event that we sponsored. And a trader came up to me who was developing. A trader was up and down and was sharing with me his past, wanted to come to Miami, come to our desk in Miami, be interviewed, and potentially join the desk, and started asking him about his goals, and he started sharing with that. And I wanted to make one thing clear to this particular trader, because there are independent traders out there that are developing who are doing fine, but I wanted to make one thing really clear, which is important to us, which is, we're not a desk for people to be good. We're not a desk for people to want to trade on the open and then go hit the beach for the rest of the day. We're not a desk for people who want to make a little bit of money. We're here to be great. We're here for people who want to be as good as they can be and do that work that's important. That means putting in a lot of work, and certainly that means not going too fast, but it also means embracing just sitting at your seat for 10 years, because that's how you make real money. That's how you become financially rich. And so I wanted to make that point clear to this trader. So I love the idea, definitely something we preach. We're going to create a runway of about 2 years for SMB hires. We've had traders go real fast in year one and push themselves and do real well. So it's important to give yourself a runway. It's important to be patient. Good answer, but not the number one reason. Over trading. I knew somebody was going to say that. Another really good answer. Look, a great exercise at the end of each month is to review the trades that are working and do more of them, and spot the trades that are not working for you and eliminate them or tweak them. But every trader on our desk overtrades. They're all working on not overtrading. And as you know, we have 7 and 8 figure a year traders on our desk, and they all overtrade. They all have work to do on overtrading. So overtrading for traders with advanced trading skills isn't the reason they fail. It is the reason they don't make more. Trading without a plan. No, this is not the number one reason why beginner traders fail. Let me share another anecdote from Traders for a Cause in Miami that we were just at. And so a particular trader came up to me and talked about how they weren't doing that well lately. I knew exactly why they weren't doing well before they said very much, but had a little conversation with this particular trader. The trader described themselves as a technical trader, a trader who, for whom technical analysis gives them ideas to make trades. And the trader of recent had been looking to buy support levels and then buy, and support levels from a previous market regime. We had a different market last year. Buying pull-ins at support levels worked, but as you know now, we have a different market. The market changed. And I mean, that's why I knew this trader would be struggling pretty quickly into talking to this particular trader. So we shifted once Trump announced tariffs. We had a different market regime. It's not a political statement. I'm just saying once there has been an announcement of Trump tariffs, the market has traded differently than it did in 2024. I said to this trader, the reason why you're struggling right now is because you're looking at support levels from a different market regime. And anyone who's traded long enough will learn this lesson, particularly if you learn technical analysis. You can't go look at charts from 2024 and find support levels from 2024 in big cap names and think that those levels are going to hold when you have a different market regime. We've had a negative bearish market regime. The market has been spooked by Trump's announcement on tariffs, and the market is different. Technical levels from a strong market are just at best a place for stocks to pause. And then those levels will break either quickly or at a later date, but you're not going to bounce off of. That's a different market. That's a different market regime. And so I said to this trader, what you really want to be doing is going to look at how the market has traded since Trump has announced his plans for tariffs. And go find resistance areas from those charts. Don't buy support from the very strong past market with a stable economic and predictable economic policy. Again, that's not a political statement. Don't go buy those support levels. Go short the spikes into resistance areas from the inception, the announcement of the Trump tariffs, and play the game that way until there's more clarity on the tariff regime, until deals are cut with the European Union and China and Canada and Mexico, and we have more clarity on what's going to happen. Because right now in the marketplace that we're in, there's a lot of uncertainty. And if you're a big money trader, how are you supposed to put a lot of money into the marketplace when there is so much uncertainty? You're going to just push on the short side or wait until there's more clarity. You can't, if you have a book of $500 million, you can't put $100 million into an idea if you don't know what the tariff policy is really going to be. You can't do that. That's irresponsible. You certainly, as a trader, can't trade 2025 the way you traded 2024 because things are totally different. I think it's important to recognize. The point is that this trader, we started with the tweet of trading without a plan. Well, this trader had a plan. This plan was to buy support areas. and he was following that plan. But that plan wasn't working and wasn't going to continue to work, and following that plan wasn't a good idea because the market's different. And so just sticking to a plan doesn't work. Your plan might be terrible. Your plan may be outdated. All right, so we have another really good idea. Thinking too fast, too big. If I could go back and give myself a piece of advice, I'd say keep your position size small and only place a trade with a hard stop and a ticker with good liquidity. A break even or very near stop is your best friend in the beginning. So I love this advice. This is very thoughtful advice. I appreciate the wisdom from the experience in which it's given. And our desk, you certainly have to earn bumps in risk. If you make money consistently over 2 weeks, you earn a responsible bump, but not until then. All right, Cam suggests not being intentional about learning from mistakes. Every trade is an opportunity to profit. You're either going to make money from a trade or you're going to learn a valuable lesson, which you paid for with your loss. We notice traders who do more detailed trade reviews tend to have the best chance to succeed. We're going to bring in 13 interns in the summer. Not all 13 interns do the same quality work. Some of those 13 interns are going to get hired. We're going to turn them on, give them real money to trade, and we're going to ask them to do the things that help them make more P&L. There's work you do every day. Not all the traders that we hire are going to do the same quality work. And the traders that are doing higher quality work really stand out. You can't miss them. We all start talking about them. You can spot them from a mile away. Their work is different. It's more intensive. It's more detailed. It's more urgent. It's of higher quality. And those traders who do different work that's more intensive, their learning curves are faster and more significant. The traders who are doing those more detailed trade reviews have the best chance to succeed. I can just picture on our desk one of our traders, we'll call him Stephen H., during his first year, and how intense he was with his detailed reviews and how urgent he was to become consistently profitable. He was different. His work was different. Okay, so this is an important factor, but sorry, it's not the number one mistake beginner traders make. So Albert suggests not pull the trigger when the setup is presented. I love the idea of visualization exercises here. Find some quiet, see the trade, see yourself making the trade. What does that feel like? What does it sound like on a trading desk? What does it look like? What does your body feel like? What are you sensing? You want to put yourself in that moment with as much detail as you can and mimic as close to real time as you can make it. This makes it easier to pull the trigger in real time. And I do this with my son. So my son can run a little bit hot on a baseball field. And when I recognize him struggling, and he's young and he's got to work through this. When I notice he's getting a little frustrated, we'll work on this. So we're not just going out and practicing. We're not just doing the right drills that are going to help him improve the most. We're also being holistic about his training. This is just something we do in the Bellafury family. So we live and breathe this. We don't just say these things to you. Like, this is part of our family. And so picture my son and I on a baseball field and him being a little bit frustrated and him getting a little bit hot with his Sicilian blood, which he's just wired to be a high achiever. And, I'll sit there and I will say to him, I want you to imagine a ball you should have hit and swinging and missing. How do you feel? I want you to imagine the next pitch I throw to you being a pitch you should hit really hard and you're missing it. I want you to imagine a pitch coming in and you should crush it and you popping it up. I want you to imagine a pitch coming in that you can really handle and grounding out. How do you feel? You feel frustrated, don't you? Okay. Now breathe. Take 3 deep breaths. Take some more deep breaths. Get all the tension out of your body. Okay? Go take a little bit of a walk. Okay? Now let's go ahead again. And so you can train yourself to have different reactions to just being frustrated in real time or not being able to pull the trigger in real time. Right now, your brain is wired to be fearful during those moments. You can train your brain to execute properly. And lots of times, in lots of ways, we all have to work on this. Sometimes we're just not born to do the things that we want to do. In real time, we got to work at it. And so, hey, this is just one of the things we do in our family, working on it. Another really good response, understanding market cyclicals and themes do change. Market dynamics, money flow, ins and out, not adapting to changes. So savvy, we are now in a different market regime. Buy and pullbacks will not work. You have to wait for super extended moves and play for a bounce. You want to be finding areas to short spikes and rollover patterns, that's the language we use, or even consolidations and breaks to the downside in this market regime. That's what's been working in 2025. Hey, maybe over the weekend, we're going to get news that the tariff situation is going to be resolved and tax cuts are coming. Maybe we're going to not walk away from our European allies. Market doesn't seem to like that. Again, I'm making observations on how the market is reacting to certain political events. And we wouldn't be talking about them if they weren't moving markets. And so these are not political judgments we're making in any way. We're just observing this is what's moving markets. And so, look, maybe a lot of this stuff gets better. And, we then create a new market regime where we're really strong. But right now, we're not in that. We have a market of uncertainty. We got to get through that. And one of the things that we talk about internally is game planning for, hey, this event's going to be super positive. So today on the desk, market was super, super weak. And we were starting to say things like, we really need to get an announcement that one of the countries cuts a deal on tariffs with the US. If we got that, the market would go up. We're really going to need to hear something from the White House that shows they care about how the market is doing and stabilizing the market. And if we get that, the market's going to go up. If we got a strong response from Europe retaliating against Trump tariffs, that's going to be even worse. That's going to just drag us down even more. So we're game planning potential breaking news that could make the market in the short term go up or down. And so we're thinking about that. It's a different market right now. We got to be trading differently. All right, using real money before even having a clue how things work and no plan. It's a great best practice. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear the answer that I'm going to give you. It's a great best practice to start trading on a demo. Show edge on a demo, a simulator, before you risk live money in markets, real money in live markets. Taking trades without context, that's something that I struggled with. All right, we consider the big picture for all of our trades. If anyone sat in on my class, the playbook that I teach weekly, I expect students to start with the big picture before they decode their trade. We don't make trades without considering where we are in the overall market or where the stock is. Are we range bound? Are we weak? Are we in an uptrend? This all matters to your trade that you're about to make. Thinking that they need to be more disciplined when the reality is that they don't have a playbook and edge. It's the discipline problem. You can be the most disciplined trader in the world, executing strategies that stink And what will happen? You will lose money consistently. Being disciplined is important, but discipline alone won't get you to become a consistently profitable trader. Not enough time on the mental aspect. This may surprise some of you, but I've sat on trading desks with absolute psychos who made serious money. So this isn't the first number one reason. This is more for helping you make more when you've gained experience. Okay, now for the number one beginner mistake. Failing to review or learn from all the free videos that S&B Capital puts on YouTube. All right, I love this answer, but it's not the number one beginner mistake. Not paying for directed professional education from a mentor coach is the key to have any chance. Okay, I love this answer too. Important, not the number one mistake. The number one mistake beginners make, Dr. Brett Steenbarger contributed. They trade before they truly learn trading. The number one trading mistake for beginners is that they trade without a clear trading edge. They trade without a clear trading edge. And they undervalue the importance of trading without a clear trading edge. Now that you know what the number one mistake is, you got to have trading edge. Let's give you a solution. Here's how S&B builds profitable traders. For those of you who don't know, we are a proprietary trading desk in New York City and Miami. We hire traders. For the most part, traders go through an internship program. They take our training programs. We develop them. We teach them. We teach them from scratch. And then we hire the best of our interns. We give them our capital. We give them all the resources they need to make money trading professionally. They trade on a proprietary trading platform that's in-house. They have lots of capital that they need to trade. There's mentoring and coaching and senior traders, lots of resources. And understand, to run a proprietary trading desk, it's very expensive, and then we're splitting profits with traders. And then we're taking 100% of all of the losses. The trader comes in and loses $100,000, we lose $100,000. If the trader comes in and makes $100,000, they're getting 50 to 65% of that, and then we've got to pay for all of the resources that go onto that from our split. And so, our margins are lower than probably most people think. So it's hard to be a successful, profitable business, paying for all the resources, taking 100% of the downsides, building people from scratch, and then splitting profits. I say that to you because we've been successful building traders from scratch. This is what we do. Here's how we think about it. You want to build a strong foundation. Our traders take S&B DNA. You got to learn everything you need to learn about trading first. You got to have a super strong base, a super strong foundation on how to trade well, how to make good trading decisions. You got to start there. And then we expose our traders to trades being used by traders on our desk who make money, who make real money in real time consistently. We're exposing our traders not just to trades, not even just to long-standing textbook traditional trades, but we're exposing them to trades being used by profitable proprietary traders on our desk who make real money in real time consistently. So those traders who are developing, who are new, they don't have to worry that what they're learning will work, because they can see the P&L from the traders using these strategies on the desk. There are no doubts. And to be more specific about that, if you're a trader on our desk, you can ask to see all of the trades of any other trader at the firm. You can see their entries, you can see their exits, you can see their P&L. And so when these traders are putting on trades, they can see other traders doing them as well, and they can see whether they make money or not. We want our traders then, after being exposed to trades that work, being used by real traders in this market in real time, to experiment with these trades. Not every trade somebody else makes money in is it going to be possible for you to make money in that trade? Not all of them are going to work for you, but some might, and you don't need that many to be a consistently profitable trader. So you experiment with those trades, and you choose a trading style best for you based on your unique strengths. We all have different strengths. To be great, it's not enough just to trade profitable strategies. You got to trade profitable strategies that match, that complement your unique strengths. To be truly great, to be one of those mid 7-figure and 8-figure a year traders, to be truly great in our space. You want to build a playbook of these trades. You're experimenting with trades you know work. You're complementing your unique strengths. You're building a playbook of these trades. And then you're going to join a team that trades similar trades, who you're collaborating with, talking to, connected with in real time. This team's going to be run by a successful senior trader who has trading edge. And again, you can see whether or not this person has trading edge and makes money consistently or not in profits, because you're going to see all his trades. There are no doubts. And you're going to be collaborating with the senior trader who has edge and trades best for your strengths, and or junior traders who are going to help you refine your trading edge. So you get the most, you're going to be refining that trading edge. And then you're going to be building technology to strengthen and maximize your edge. That's the blueprint for our business, for how we do it here. And we hope that it gives you guys some really good ideas. Let me make a point about one of the things I just said. So we got this advice from a star S&B trader. And, we ask our top traders at the firm to talk to our intern class regularly. And one star trader gave our interns invaluable advice that I remember to this day. Mid 7-figure a year trader, equity curve as beautiful as a supermodel, very consistent, team leader on one of the best teams at S&B. Struggled when he first started, just like many of us, maybe like you. Has needed a lot of mentoring and coaching to become great. Probably a really good person, somebody we're really proud to have on the desk, which I think is maybe even more important than this P&L. But this trader, speaking to a class of interns, gave advice that you ought to heed, and we mentioned before, and this supplements that. And this trader said, go find who's making money on the desk and deconstruct their strategies. He could have given them any advice. Open forum to say what he wanted to the interns. And he said, go find who's making money and deconstruct their strategies. Copy the masters. Da Vinci trained as an apprentice. Ronaldo learned from veterans like Ryan Giggs. Tiger analyzed Jack Nicklaus's swing. Kobe obsessed studying Michael Jordan's moves. Michelangelo learned from Donatello. Shakespeare borrowed heavily from Chaucer. Hemingway studied Mark Twain. De Niro imitated Brando. The Beatles learned from Buddy Holly and Chuck Berry. There is a long history of greatness in history, in our civilization, of greatness coming from studying other greats. And so I think you are picking up on the theme here. Our star trader saying, go find the people who are making money and copying them. Us saying a key to you making money is to learn the strategies that people are deploying now and are making money in them profitably, and start experimenting with them. Great traders were mentored as well. Paul Tudor Jones studied Jesse Livermore. Warren Buffett was mentored by Benjamin Graham. Soros took inspiration from John Maynard Keynes. Dalio read extensively about Paul Tudor Jones's risk and how he managed risk management, and Soros's macro trading. Stanley Druckenmiller was mentored by George Soros. Michael Marcus was mentored by Ed Seykota and then mentored Bruce Kovner. There is, again, a long history of great traders who were mentored by other great traders. So recapping our SME solution, learn from real traders who make real money. Learn the strategies that real traders are deploying and are making real money with. You shouldn't have any doubts about whether or not what you're deploying is something that can make you profitable. Like if you have any, like that's bad. Like you can't have any doubts. You got to know that this can work. Gain access to real traders who make real money in real time. Build a playbook that works for you, building and complementing your unique strengths. Refine your trading edge with profitable traders trading similar strategies. Sometimes you get like really close to being consistently profitable in a strategy, but it's not quite good enough. You need to tweak it. And sometimes you got to collaborate with another person. And if you do, that can make all the difference. Maybe there's just one thing you should be adding as a variable to a trade. And if you did, you'd go from losing a little bit of money to making a lot. We see that a lot on our desk. Embrace technology to trade better. You can't miss your best trades. You got to have technology firing up your best trades. You got to have a playbook of A+ trades. You got to have technology making sure you don't miss any of them. You can't miss them. And then you want to be measuring your trading results. Hey, we appreciate you giving us some time to allow us to share our thoughts on this. If you get a chance in the comments section, love to hear what you thought of this video, and maybe you think we got this wrong and there's a number one trading mistake that you think's more important than this, or maybe there's something you'd like to add to what we have seen from our work as the number one trading mistake. As always, we hope that helps. Hope that helps you to be a more consistently profitable trader. And from all of us at S&B, train and trade well.
So you're an active trader, not doing as well as you want, not doing as well as you deserve, and you just can't figure out why you can't become profitable no matter how hard you try. Well, let me show you why. This is your competition. The traders in this room. This room right here is full of elite traders, some of whom are making 7 and even 8 figures a year. In fact, our top guys have made nearly 20 million each in net trading profits in a single year. Let's head to my office so I can share more. So you're probably used to seeing videos of lavish trader lifestyles, trading gurus trading off of a laptop for an hour a day, heck, maybe even 15 minutes a day, and then them relaxing on some secluded beach for the rest of the day. Well, all I can tell you is that our traders train like pro athletes. They live and breathe the markets and are continually working on their trading skills. Because at our firm, that's what we've found it really takes to make it in this game. I'm Mike Bellafiore, co-founder and managing partner of S&B Capital, one of the world's top proprietary trading firms located in Midtown Manhattan. And we're always looking for trading talent to hire and develop. And not just to trade in-house on our desk, but also to trade from their own home, entirely using our firm's capital. And we have numerous traders doing just that, allowing them to make upwards of 7 figures trading the firm's capital without risking their own money. But to even get a shot at something like that, you need to have the right training.
That's why we're doing a new free online presentation in which we share how you can get an interview with S&B to become an in-house or remote trader, trading firm capital without risking yours and gaining access to all of our firm's coaching and resources. And the best part? You don't have to be a profitable trader yet. In fact, we prefer to mold profitable traders with our methods and our techniques. That's why we have just 3 simple criteria that can earn anyone an interview. We're looking for highly ambitious and determined traders who fit our culture first and foremost. So if you believe that could be you, sign up for the free 1-hour online presentation by clicking the link that's in your top right corner of your screen now.